Hey guys, it's Terry Edelman, expert handicapper at Picks and Parlays, here with a Thursday NHL preview for you guys. I'll be going over two games, giving you guys a side play for each game, and then mentioning players to watch in each game. Make sure to hit the like button of this video and subscribe to the Picks and Parlays YouTube channel. We've got 12 games on this Thursday slate, and I wanted to start off by saying I think it's a dog day. I think the dogs are barking on this Thursday slate. There is a ton of good dogs that are playing very well, but yet are dogs in their games. So, with that being said, we will start with the first game I'm going to break down, which is the Chicago Blackhawks and the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Blackhawks plus 250 road dogs. The Tampa Bay Lightning minus 310 home favorites in a total of 6.5 here in this game. And if you look at the odds here in this game, they make sense if this was 3 weeks ago before the season started. The Chicago Blackhawks have been a bottom three team in the NHL, at least the last couple seasons. They are going through a rebuild. They have a lot of young players, and they've been retooling their lineup, filling the prospect pool up with prospects, while the Tampa Bay Lightning have been a playoff team and, of course, a Stanley Cup champion recently. So it really makes sense to see these odds if this was a few weeks ago. But this isn't a few weeks ago. This is today. And heading into this game is not priced correctly. The Blackhawks 3-2-2 on the season so far, 1-1-1 on the road. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. The Blackhawks have, and they've gone to overtime in back-to-back games. The Blackhawks, while they are 3-2-2, they've lost 4 games. All 4 games were 1-goal games. So when they did lose, obviously they had the 2 overtime losses. But looking at the 2 regulation losses for Chicago, they lost the first game of the season 3-2 against the Florida Panthers, and then they lost 3-2 at home against the Montreal Canadiens. Otherwise, they lost to Boston OT, they lost in a shootout to Vancouver, but they've won their other 3 games against Utah, St. Louis, and most recently against Anaheim. The Chicago team has been better than I expected, and I think a lot of other people expected this season. Then we take a look at the Tampa Bay Lightning on the other side, a team, as I said, that's been a playoff team, that's been a Stanley Cup contender. Well, so far to start the season, 1-3-2. They've lost 5 of their first 6 games. They've lost both games at home in regulation. And the one game that Tampa Bay did win was a 4-3 win in Boston, where they won by 1 goal. Every other game they've lost. And they're minus 310 favorites here in this game. The Blackhawks should not be this big of an underdog. They're playing great hockey right now, playing close games, finding ways to win games. They've also won their last 2 games in Tampa Bay. And this has been the last previous years where Tampa Bay's had a really good team. And the Chicago Blackhawks have been a rebuilder. But for some reason, the Hawks have had success. And this has been a road series. So the last 4 meetings between the teams, obviously these teams face each other twice per year. But the last 4 meetings between the teams, the road team has won. Chicago's won back-to-back games in Tampa Bay. So you could go with the Hawks at plus 250 to win this game. But to get the Blackhawks at plus 1.5 at plus money is just too good for me to pass up. And I had to absolutely pull the trigger on this one just because of everything I said. This Blackhawks team is playing really well right now. Yes, the Tampa Bay Lightning team, they have a better roster. They have the elite players, but they have a lot of players that are getting up there in age and that are slowing down so far this season. They have trouble in goal and net, and this is just Tampa Bay is in a mess right now and just should not be minus 300 favorites against anybody, especially a Hawks team that's playing well right now. So we'll take the Hawks at plus 105. And a goal scoring prop to look at. Ryan Donato, anytime goal for the Chicago Blackhawks at plus 370. He has scored in 3 consecutive games for this Blackhawks team. And he's kind of picking up where he left off last year. Ryan Donato had a career year in goal scoring. So far this year, he is tied for the team lead in goals with Frank Nazar. But last year for the Hawks, Donato had 31 goals, which led the team. He's starting to get that goal scoring flair back. In this Tampa Bay Lightning team, one of their biggest issues has been giving up goals. They've given up a ton of goals this year. So I think it's a good look here at Ryan Donato, anytime goal, plus 370 in this one. So the first game was the first game of the night, and now I'm going to jump to the end of the slate. And we're going to talk about the last game of the night. The Montreal Canadiens plus 190 and the Edmonton Oilers minus 230, and a total of 6.5 in this one as well. And looking at this game, the Montreal Canadiens will be on the second night of a back-to-back. They are playing tonight in Calgary. So, of course, that game has to happen. And I'm doing this video, of course, before Montreal plays Calgary on Wednesday night. But looking at this game for tomorrow, the Oilers 3-3-1 on the season so far. They are 1-0-1 at home. So they have played well at home so far. But during this 5-game road trip, they beat the New York Rangers 2-0, but then lost 3 games in a row. 4-2 to the Islanders, 5-3 to the Devils, and then 4-2 to the Detroit Red Wings, before getting that 3-2 overtime win in their last game against the Ottawa Senators. This Montreal Canadiens team, 5-2 in the season, 2-1 on the road so far. They've won 4 of their last 5 games. And they are just playing better hockey right now than this Edmonton Oilers team. And when I look at this game here, the Montreal Canadiens at plus 190, and I won't be surprised if you're watching this video on Thursday morning, I won't be surprised to see the Habs at plus 200 here in this game. And there's just an incredible amount of value here with the Canadiens. Yes, this will be their third game in 4 nights. So they have been playing quite a bit of hockey. It is the second night of a back-to-back on the road, but traveling from Calgary to Edmonton isn't too bad when you're looking at a back-to-back. The Oilers off a long road trip, coming back home here. I think, like I said at the beginning of the show, I think the dogs are barking, and I think the Montreal Canadiens are one of those dogs where they're just playing really good hockey right now and just aren't quite being respected here by the books, in my opinion. Looking at player props here for this one, it's tough because obviously we have to see Montreal play on Wednesday night, and that will determine what streaks go on. The players playing well right now. Ivan Demidov plus 124 for a point here against Calgary. I would expect him to be plus money tomorrow again against Edmonton. He is a point in back-to-back games, as does Noah Dobson, who's plus 140. So there's guys to look at. Of course, Cole Caulfield on the top line. He scores goals. Nick Suzuki assists on a lot of those goals. And then Juraj Slafkovsky on the top line for the Habs, who got off to a bit of a slow start. He has scored in back-to-back games for the Montreal Canadiens, obviously heading into their game on Wednesday night. So he's been playing pretty well for the Habs right now. And I like the Habs at plus 190 here in this one. If you're looking for my premium plays, they are available at picksandparlays.net. Currently, the best special that would involve hockey, you can get the rest of 2025 for around $8 per day on the Picks and Parlays YouTube channel. So that's the special currently on for the rest of the year. But make sure to let me know in the comments of this video. Do you agree with me? Are the dogs barking on Thursday night? What underdog do you like on Thursday night, and what bets do you like in general? Let me know in the comment section of the video. If If you've got any questions for me about the Thursday NHL slate, let me know in the comment section below. I will, of course, answer every comment and question that there is. So let me know what you think about this Thursday NHL slate. Best of luck to everyone, and we'll see you guys on the next video.